Hi there, and thank you so much for joining me again today. This video that I've put together, I just want to kind of go over some of the different styles and the things that you can see out there of the different kinds of ads that you can use with pay-per-view. By no means is this an extensive, list of examples. I'm just going to be showing you a few that I found very quickly online. And just as a review here, remember, this is the kind of thing where typically you would go to a website and there would be some context-sensitive information, context-related, I should say, that you were doing a search or maybe the site is about something and something pops up on the screen, whether it's a pop-over and it comes, on top of whatever you're looking at, or even if it's a pop-under and shows up behind your browser. You don't even see it until you close the browser maybe sometimes. But with this, what you'll find is a lot of variety, and you'll find that a lot of big companies are using this that you might not even, in other words, you're going to be in good company because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of big business even, that use these kinds of techniques. Let's take a look at the first one here. AT&T. Whoa, what a shock, right? Now, the nice thing about this is you can utilize Flash in your creatives. That means you can even have like a short movie, a little animated thing. You can have interaction with the individuals. You could have, for example, an opt-in right there on the advertisement, so they can put their name, email address, and opt in right there. This, I'm not going to go over so much good and bad because a lot of that is subjective, really, because it really depends on the site that it's showing up on. It depends on your, the individual that you're targeting, the niche itself, what works. That's all stuff that you have to test individually. But I said text because I'm looking at this AT&T thing, right? Let's take a look at another one, though. University of San Francisco. So we got all kinds of different advertising that happens. And Netflix, this is a real popular one. You see this on, I can't even tell you how many times this comes up on my computer because I'm looking at something that maybe is related to movies, right? Not necessarily even exactly, but it depends on what they have targeted. And that is something, again, that it's a deal that is worked out with the user and one of the pay-per-view networks. So it's not something that's necessarily, you don't look at it as a bad connotation just because if you don't like them yourself. It's associated a lot of times with adware and spyware and stuff like that. And it is, in fact, I'm just going to be honest, it is with adware. But a lot of these people have agreed to have the adware so that they can benefit. They can use an application. For example, there might be some kind of application that allows them to do some file sharing or utilize a service. But in exchange for using that service, they have agreed to have this, the adware and have these advertisements served to them. So it's, for you, you might not like it. But for these people that have opted into that program, it's okay for them. They don't mind it because of what they get in exchange. Here's another advertisement. And you can see, what is available to you, right? How could you do a Google AdWords, a pay-per-click ad like that, right? You can't. You don't have the flexibility. With this, you do have a lot of that flexibility. There are limitations, I will tell you that. A lot of the different networks are more restrictive than others, but definitely have a lot more flexibility than with Google's pay-per-click campaign. Here is one. This one is actually, it brings up a good point. A lot of the other ads that we've been looking at here look very professional, right? This particular ad was designed to simply be obnoxious and get in your face so that you see it. And you can't tell because it doesn't work here because we're in a PowerPoint presentation, but the border around this ad was like this nasty, ugly, flashing green. Okay, like one of those neon kind of yuck green things. And it was just flashing and real annoying, but it stood out, grabbed your attention. So you at least read it and see, what's going on if you're interested or not. And then here we have one more that is going to illustrate a very key point here. When this one popped up, and I was actually, out there doing searches trying to find sites that would pop up these, part of the networks and pop up these ads. This one illustrates the cunningness that you can utilize with these services. This is actually a Flash application. It's a, some kind of puzzle IQ quiz, and you can see I'm on question 9 of 10, as in it caught my attention and prompted me to actually go through and answer the questions. But the thing about it is it's interactive, okay? Because it's Flash, it is not just a static piece of text that you hope grabs somebody's attention. You can put stuff on here that really provokes them. And this particular one utilizes, it's very hard to say no to this, unless you're just absolutely busy and can't stand the time. It's very hard because it utilizes techniques like today's top IQ score is 144. See if you can beat it. And you have to go through this in order to answer those questions and find out what yours is. Here's the average IQ. What will your IQ be? And these kinds of things provoke people in an emotional way so that they go through. And actually, once you go through all 10 of these, it then asks you which cell phone carrier you use. And when you select that, it then asks you what's your cell phone number so that it can text you the results. And, I'm not going to get into all the ethical things that go on that have to do with that. But the technique, nonetheless, is very, very powerful, and it's successful. But that's pretty much what I wanted to show you today, is just let you kind of introduce you to the flexibility that you have with the pay-per-view networks. If you would like to find out some more information on these pay-per-view networks, click the link on the right, and definitely got a whole bunch of more information for you to check out there. You can see how powerful this is for yourself, and you can utilize this stuff for anything, folks. If you want to send traffic to any kind of offer, affiliate offer, your own product, you name it, it works very good. I've got one more video I want to send you tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing you then.